Already we go. Hey there everybody, it's the Nasty One here again, and welcome back to the next episode of the Buzzards franchise here in the end of a 7. Last episode, we took on the Jacks in our second straight doubleheader of the season. We ended up splitting this one, losing game 1 7-2, and then winning game 2 9-2 to retaliate against the Jacks. And with that split, we keep ourselves in the divisional hunt. We're currently in first place, tied with the Crocodons at the current moment. As we get ready to head into the last quarter of the season here, next episode, not today. Today is the last game of the third quarter of this season. We'll be facing the Overdogs for the second and final time this year. First time we played the Overdogs, we lost, which was back in game 2 of the season. We lost that game 8-6. So looking to get some revenge and split the season series here. On the mound for the Dogs will be their ace, Lad Bradwick, as they come in at 5-7 on the year, 1-1 with a 3.74 ERA and an 0.88 WHIP. And on our side, we'll come in at 7-4, sending our fourth pitcher, Trenton Deputy, to the hill for his third start of the year, 1-0 with a 2.57 ERA and a 1.07 WHIP in his 2 previous starts. Lineup for the game, leading off in center is outfielder Wink Winkleson. Batting second is the head of the class, Diaz. Batting third out in right field is Worry Less, Spool Worrymore, who is tense. Batting fourth in left field is Buck Big Country Swiner. He's locked in, as well as Winkleson in center. Batting fifth behind the dish is Burnout, catcher Burn Oliver. Batting sixth, backup shortstop Nathaniel Hurl's getting the start today over Shoei, who is still injured from his Achilles injury earlier this year. Batting seventh, first baseman Merriam DDP Doherty. Batting eighth, third baseman Ed the Man Manning. And batting ninth is the pitcher, Trent Deputy. Let's get it on. Alrighty, looking to knock the Overdogs out of the playoffs with a win here. Overdogs are looking to keep their slim playoff hopes alive with a victory today. Overdogs are going to lean on Bradwick here, as they've done all season. They pretty much relied on their starting rotation to keep them in games. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Find out. They have, however, improved their bullpen a little bit since last we saw them, so that's a good move for them. Trying to keep those hopes for the playoffs alive. They missed it last year as well. Lineup's hitting pretty well for them as well, so that's something they can lean on here moving forward. They're going to send Kaufman, Biggs, and Eaton to the plate first here against Deputy, who's ready to go. As we start a quick 2-game homestand here. Kaufman leading off, 7th-year bet is locked in at second base, hitting .289, 3 RBIs on the season. Here is a sneak peek at Deputy's numbers in better detail. Deputy in his 2 starts has 1 win. He's 1-0, a 2.57 ERA and a 1.07 WHIP. He's given up 4 earned runs on the year and 14 innings pitched, averaging 7 innings a start. 15 hits surrendered with 7 strikeouts, a batting average against him .288. Lineup for the Overdogs today after Kaufman and his left fielder Buster Biggs, who is locked in. Batting third in center field is Salvador Eaton. Batting fourth at third base, Harrison Keith. Batting fifth over at shortstop, Micah Floro. He is tense. Batting sixth, locked in at first base, Scooter Sandberg. Batting seventh in right field, locked in Devin Splits. Batting eighth, catcher Tara Leonaire. And batting ninth is the pitcher Bradwick. Notably missing from the lineup is regular center fielder Damian Rush, who is rattled, so he is taking a game off to rest. Everyone else is normally in that starting lineup. Let's go ahead and get it on. First pitch from Deputy is a fastball up. That is high. We're underway. Change it down in the way. Kaufman fouls it back. 1-1 the count. Slider down and in is inside. 2-1 the count here from Deputy. Seamer up and in. Check swing strike called. 2-2 the count. As tough out activates for Kaufman. Couple down and away. Chop to second. Diaz charges. Makes the play to first. 1 down. Next up is left fielder Buster Biggs. He's locked in, hitting .476. 2 homers. 8 RBIs on the year for the 7th-year veteran. First pitch slider down and in from Deputy is inside. Ball 1. Receiver at the knees away. Strike called. 1-1. Couple down and in. Line to first. Leaping is Doherty just over her glove as it gets down into the corner it goes. And Biggs is going to have himself extra bases here to start his day. Wormer gets it in, and Biggs is going to have a 1-out triple. He's now 90 feet away from scoring as he is on fire. That is going to bring up center fielder Salvador Eaton, hitting .139 on the year. 1 homer, 4 RBIs, getting the start today for the rattled Rush. 4-seamer away. Strike called on the high corner, 0-1. Slider down in the way. Check swing, it's outside, 1-1. Change up and in. Swung through it. 1-2 the count to Eaton. Dribble down and in. Chased it inside, strike 3. First punch up for Deputy today. 2 down, and that puts all the pressure on third baseman Harrison Keith. Hitting .319 with 4 homers, 8 RBIs on the year, and he's hitting with his powerhouse right-hander and inside pitch traits active here. First pitch change up down and away. Strike called at the knees. 0-1. Seamer up and away. Blew it by Keith. 1-1 the count. 0-2 the count now. Right up and away. High. 1-2. Good take. Down and away. Keith grounds it to second. Diaz over to his left makes the stop to first in time, and Deputy strands the 1-out triple at third base. Bottom 1 were scoreless. Winkelson, Diaz, and Worrymore due up here against Bradwick. Leading off the inning is fourth-year center fielder, outfielder Wink Winkelson, who's locked in, hitting .551 with 1 homer and 10 RBIs on the year at the top of the lineup. He'll be the first batter to face the 7th-year veteran Lad Bradwick in another season with the Overdogs. Bradwick is 1-1 in his 3 starts so far with a .374 ERA and an .088 WHIP. In his 3 starts, he's given up 10 runs, only 9 of them earned. 21 2/3 innings pitched, so just over 7 innings to start. 14 hits surrendered, 1 wild pitch, 5 walks, 2 homers. He's thrown a complete game, hit a batter, and struck out 20 to lead the team. Batting average against is a solid team-leading .73 on the season, so Bradwick has been damn near unhittable this season. But when they do hit him, it's generally with people on base or a home run. Here we go. First pitch up, high, ball 1. Change up in there, that's a strike. 1-1 to Bradwick. Fastball up and in, 1-2 the count. Slider up, grounded up the middle, base hit for Winkelson as he's on with a leadoff single to start the day for the Buzzards. Whatever team you are. Next up is head of the class Diaz, second baseman hitting .326, 4 RBIs on the year. Oh, I hit the steal button. I thought that was the take button. My bad. Well, Winkelson's picked off for the 5th time this year. He's now 5 for 10 on the season. Sorry, 6 for 10 I think, or 5 for 10, I can't read. I was trying to take a drink of my soda and I hit the wrong button. Isn't that a shame? Refreshing. See what Diaz can do with 1 down, nobody on, no count to him. Fastball inside from Bradwick, ball 1. Fastball at the knees, low, 2-0. Slider outside, 3-0 the count quickly to Diaz as composed activates to Bradwick. Fastball in there at the knees, 3-1. Outside with the heater, ball 4. 5-pitch walk to Diaz. He's on, and that'll bring up Worry less. Spool Worrymore. Right fielder is tense right now, hitting .355. 4 RBIs on the year, as he did make an error in the field last game, so that's why he's tense. Fastball outside, misses, ball 1. Heater up, strike called, 1-1. Fastball up and away, pops it up foul on the first base side. Sandberg over, makes the catch in front of the dugout. 2 down. And he's going to bring up Buck Swiner. Big Country is locked in left field today, hitting .341 with 2 homers, 4 RBIs, and he has high pitch active. Fastball up and in, inside, ball 1. Fastball up and in, he pops it up, shallow left center. Shortstop Floral there, he'll make the catch, and that will end the inning. Alrighty, to the second, we're still scoreless. Floral, Sandberg, and Splits to up here against Deputy. Here's Micah Floral, the shortstop, leading off. 5 hitter is tense, hitting .383, 4 homers, and 11 RBIs on the season for him. First pitch to him, a curveball down in the dirt, ball 1. Slider up and in. Skied into right field down the line. Worrymore going over. Makes the catch, 1 down. Next up is first baseman Scooter Sandberg. He is locked in, hitting .293, 3 homers, 8 RBIs on the season. First pitch, 4-seamer up and away, strike called, 0-1. Change up inside, grounded to second. Diaz charges, makes the play to first, 2 down. Now to bring up locked in right fielder Devin Splits, who is hitting .214 on the season. 1 homer, 3 RBIs. Another benefactor of Rush being on the bench. This means Splits gets to play right field instead of Eaton, because Eaton is slotted over in center. That's bumping away is high, ball 1. Air ball down and away, in the dirt, 2-0. Slider middle in. Hangs and splits, punishes him for that, as that's going to be the first home run given up by Deputy this season, as it almost leaves the ballpark in right center. Just touching off the high part of the wall out there on that wave. Second homer of the year for Devin Splits. First run of the game for the Overdogs. It is 1-0. That was a hanger, and he punished it. That'll bring up 8-hitter catcher Tara Leonaire, hitting a $179 on the season. 4 RBIs on the year for the 7th-year vet. Right pitch slider down in the way. Chop foul behind the plate. 0-1. Four-seamer up and in. Fouled back. 0-2 the count. Change it down. In the dirt. 1-2. Good take there from Leonaire. Bob and away. Outside and high. 2-2. Four-seamer middle in. Chopped up the third base line. That stays foul. Still a 2-2 count. Slider down in the way. Fouled off. Leonaire stays alive. Change it middle in. Ripped up the middle as that's another hanger base hit. 2 out hits keep getting alive for the Dogs, as that'll bring up the pitcher Bradwick. Hitting 143 on the year. That's 1 for 7 in your scorebooks. We're going to keep the momentum going in their favor. Change up and away is high to Bradwick. Ball 1. Four-seamer down in the way is low. 2-0. Four-seamer up and in. Popped up the first. Doherty in a few steps. Makes the catch. That ends the inning. The Dogs take the lead on a hanging slider as Devin Splits punishes him with a home run over the right center field wall. Oliver, Hurls, and Doherty do up here against Bradwick. Catcher Oliver, Burnout as we know him, hitting .375 on the season, 7 RBIs, batting in the 5 slot today. 4th-year vet takes a fastball high, ball 1. Fastball up and in, strike call, 1-1. Slider down and then is low, 2-1. Fastball middle away, lined in the center field off the end of the bat, but it's right at Eaton who make the catch, 1 down. Next up is shortstop Nathaniel Hurls, getting a start today at shortstop for the injured Shoei. Power's right-hander active for the 6th-year player, hitting .364 with 1 RBI here off the bench. So, I mean, not yet, but I might need to say it if you know. Fair enough, fair enough. Nah, it's okay, it was my own fault. I hung a slider to one of their power hitters, so not too bad. Heater up and in, strike called from Bradwick, 0-1. Heater inside misses to Hurls, 1-1. Power's right-hander active for Hurls here. Slider hangs, and that's fouled off, 1-2. Fastball up, middle in, line to right center. Base hit for Hurls is hoping on to start his day. 1 for 1. I'm doing all right. How about yourself? DDP doing up next. First baseman hitting .348. 4 RBIs on the season for the 4th-year vet. Fastball away. That misses. Ball 1. Heater up and away. That's a strike call. 1-1. Fastball middle in, turned on by DDP and crushed right field, heading to the bullpen. It is in the nest. Home run for DDP as she punishes Bradwick for leaving a fastball middle in, and that is a response we've been waiting for all year from DDP. Her first of the season, we lead 2-1. Yes, a home run at Shaka. Don't expect many more. Manning due up next. The man is hitting .324 with 6 RBIs on the season, batting in the 8th slot today. Strike there at the letters, 0-1. Manning has made the 8th slot basically his home all year. That's where he primarily bats. Being one of the few rare contact bats we have in the lineup is that fastball his below the knees, 1-1. Fastball middle in, fouled off. Manning stays alive, 1-2 the count. Fastball up and in, hitting the hole to third. Nice pick by Keith on the hop to first, 2 down. Just cold even at, damn, if it's cold in Texas, we got problems, shit. I know that feeling. It's cold here, too. I think we just went under 25. Whew. Pitcher Trenton Deputy up next, hitting 2 for 6 on the season with an RBI so far. Fastball away, strike called, 0-1. Fastball up and in, he'll pop it up to shallow center. Out for it is Floral. That's going to end the inning. To the 3rd, we're up 2-1 thanks to the home run by Doherty as we respond to Bradwick hanging a pitch down the middle. Kaufman, Biggs, and Eaton do up here against Deputy. Take a quick drink here real quick. Next up is Kaufman. She's 0 for 1 today. Kaufman grounded out to second base her first time up, so she's no longer locked in. Change it down and in on the first pitch, way out in front of it on the swing, as that was a big whiff. 0-1. Seam up and away, popped up, shallow right field. Diaz going out for it. He'll get there. Second baseman puts it away. 1 down. Buster Biggs up next. Left fielder tripled in his first at bat. He's now on fire, but unfortunately for him, he was stranded at third base as Deputy proceeded to retire the next 2 batters after him. First pitch slider middle in. Ooh, that was a hanger. Strike called. 0-1. Got a little lucky there. Change it down and away. Check swing. It's in the dirt. 1-1 by Biggs. Up and away. Driven to left center field. Hit pretty well by Biggs off the bat. Winkleson dives just out of his reach. Good effort from Wink. He just couldn't get there. As Biggs is going to have his second triple of the game. He's sliding into third safely. Still on the second season. Yeah, it's a tough grind for those first 3 years. Doesn't really start picking up in the positive until year 4. So you got a while to go to slog through some crap, but at least it's entertaining. Up next is Eaton. He struck out swinging his first time up. He's currently tense after the strikeout. First pitch fastball middle in. That's grounded to short. That'll get the job done. Hurls has no play at home to first in time. 2 down. All tied up at 2. It's the freebooters. You expect nothing less. That is the right answer. Although on the positive note, I might be recording twice tonight because, you know, I missed last night, so I kind of owe you guys another extra episode. Keith up next. Grounded out his first time up. No. Was it a ground out? Yeah, it was ground out the second. That's right. Fastball down in the way. Grounded up the middle. Hurls dives out of his reach. Not even close. That'll be a hit for Keith. He's now 1 for 2. Deputy now tense, and that's going to bring up Floro, who's 0 for 1 today, who's also tense. First pitch change up and into Floral. Inside. Ball 1. Love-hit relationship. Yep, damn right. Always is with the freebooters, and that's a hard hit base hit in the left field as Floral's now 1 for 2. First and second now with 2 down as the Overdogs have something going here. Here is Sandbrick. 0 for 1. He flew out to right field his first time up. RBI dead active for him. First pitch curveball up and away from Deputy. Check swing strike. 0-1 as he wasn't expecting it up there. Change it down and in. Sandberg chops it in front of the plate. Oliver out for it to first in time, and that will end the inning. But the Overdogs do tie it up on the RBI ground out as we're all tied up at 2. Bottom 3, Winkleson, Diaz, and Worrymore due up against Bradwick. There we go. Winkleson due up. Center fielder locked in with a single his first time up, and then he accidentally was picked off trying to steal second base because I forgot which button was the hold to, you know, take a drink for, you know, refreshment purposes. Instead of that, I hit the steal button. Oh, hate to see it. Strike up and in, 0-1. Fastball low from Bradwick, 1-1. Change it down, pulled foul, 1-2 the count. Fastball down, chopped to short. Florida was left, makes the stop in time to first with it, 1 down. Next up is head of the class. He walked his first time up and was stranded on base. No official at bat yet for Class as he takes a strike down and in, 0-1. Outside with it, 1-1 the count. Fastball middle in. Diaz a little late on it as he cracks it to right, but that soft liner's going 2 splits. Who drops it? Oh, you love to see it. E9 as Diaz will reach. Alright, you may know how to hit bomb splits, but you still can't fucking catch. Next up is Worry Less. He's 0 for 1 with a pop out. Fastball inside, that is a strike, 0-1. Fastball up and away, line to right, over the diving second baseman. That's going to be in for a hit as Diaz slides into second safely. Worry Less is back to neutral now. We got something cooking, 2 on and 1 down. Here's Big Country. Flew out his first time up, he's 0 for 1. Or no. Yeah, he popped out the shortstop in left center. There we go. Fastball up and away, outside, ball 1. Bradwick living dangerously against Big Country. Don't throw him no high ones as that changeup's outside and low. 2-0. Oh, you fuckwit. If it was a changeup, it'd be gone, goddammit. 2-1. Yeah, I was thinking he was doing a big-ass jump, too. You're right. I hate that damn jump. Fastball up. Swiner hits it into the corner. Will it stay fair? Yes, it will, and it gets under the glove of Biggs as he took a bad route. Extra bases, and he's stuck in the corner. It's going to be a triple for Big Country. 4-2. So first he fucks the timing, and then he got stuck in the wall. Oh, you love to see it. Shaka coming through. Bradwick now tense, and that'll bring up the RBI man, Oliver, as Burnout looks to drive in his 8th run of the year. That is high. Ball 1. Fastball up, and that's an RBI single for Oliver into center. We are up 5-2 now as Swiner trots home. Still only 1 down in the inning. And mind you, one of those runs is unearned to Bradwick. Earl's up next. He singled his first time up. And then he scored on the home run by Doherty. He is 1 for 1. Change of away, strike called. At knees, 0-1. Slider middle in. Hurls is going to deposit that into right center. Down in front of the sliding Eaton. Runners at the corners now with 1 down. Here's Doherty. 2-run bomb last time up, which he crushed a hanging fastball. Didn't know you could ever hang a fastball. I mean, you can groove one, I guess. Runner infield at double play depth. Not worried about the runner at third. Okay. Slider away. Strike called. 0-1. Slider up and in. Here's a chopper to second. This could get it done. Coffin to second 1. Floral to first. Double play, and that will end the inning. As DDP grounds into another one. Hoon will be all over that one. But we still get 3 runs thanks to an error and some miscues in the outfield. 5-2 to the 4th. Splits Leonaire and Bradwick due up. Shaka. Thank you, Shaka, for having such high walls in the corners. Splits is up first here for the Dogs. He smashed a hanging slider over the right center wall his first time up. Almost hit it over that giant wave. First pitch slider down in the way, low from Deputy, ball 1. Fastball down, swung through it, 1-1. Change up and in, swung through it, 1-2. Curveball down in the way, chased it outside, strike 3. Oliver picks it, fires to first, 1 down. Second punch out of the day for Deputies. He's back to neutral. Here's Leonaire. She singled her first time up. She's 1 for 1. Four-seamer up and in. Strike called. 0-1. Ball down in the way. Grounded to second right at Diaz. On to first. 2 down. There's Bradwick 0 for 1 today. Tense currently after last inning shenanigans. Four-seamer up and in. Check swing strike. 0-1. Slider away. Chop the second. Shortstop. Hurls there for it. Fires the first. 1-2-3 inning for Deputy. Bottom 4. It's still 5-2. Manning, Deputy, and Winkleson do up against Bradwick. Try to build on this lead here. Manning leading off. He's 0 for 1 today with the fly out. Change up at the knees. Strike called. 0-1. Fastball down and in is chopped to short. Easy play for Floral. 1 down. Next up is Deputy. He's 0 for 1 with a pop out to shortstop. Fastball middle of the plate. Skies at the left center field on the first pitch swinging. Over for it is Biggs. He will make the catch. 2 down. Next up Winkleson. 1 for 2 today with a single. Change it down and in. Strike called. 0-1. Slider low. 1-1. Fastball up and in. Line to center. Base hit for Wink, and that is his second hit today. He is 2 for 3. That's going to extend the inning for Diaz, who reached on an error last time up by the right fielder. He then scored a run. He's also walked. Fastball at the knees, down the right field line, and that is a fair ball. That's going to kick up some chalk into the corner. Extra bases for Diaz, and that's going to score Winkleson with ease, as Diaz is thinking 3 out of the box. He's going to get it. It is an RBI triple, 6-2 Buzzards. That's some insurance, and here's Worry Less. 1 for 2 with a single last time up. He's also popped out. Fastball down and in is low. Ball 1. Fastball up, hard grounder to right, and that is through both diving infielders. Base hit for Worry Less's. RBI's 4th of the year. 7-2 Buzzards. Keep piling it on, boys. Here's Big Country. He tripled in 2 last time up with the shenanigans in the left field corner. Change away is pulled foul. 0-1. Fastball up and in. Fisted into center field, and that is a base hit. Good strength there by Swiner to get it in. Throw to third. Worry Less beats it. Runners at the corners for Oliver. Barnout singled in a run last time up. He is 1 for 2. We're going to keep it going. Change at middle in, turned on and skied to left. It's right at Biggs, who's coming in a step. And he'll put it away, and that will end the inning. Buzzards, though, tack on 2 more insurance runs as we take a 7-2 lead. To the 5th, Kaufman, Biggs, and Eaton due up against Deputy. Here's Kaufman. She's over 2 today, still looking for her first hit of the game. First pitch change it down and in. Chop foul, 0-1. Fastball up and away. High, 1-1. Curve out the knees. Fouled off, 1-2. Tough out activates for Kaufman. Slider away. Chased it outside, strike 3. 3rd punch out for Deputy today. 1 down. That'll bring up Biggs, 2 for 2 with 2 triples as Deputy reaches double-digit strikeouts on the season. His 10th. Fastball down and in on the first pitch. Line to left. Base hit. Good effort by Manning. He just was slow on the lunge reaction. Biggs now 3 for 3. Runner at first, 1 down for Eaton, who had an RBI groundout last time up. He is 0 for 2. He's also struck out swinging. Pick off first, nothing doing. It's a 5-run lead. I'm not worried about him stealing now that I think about it. First fastball middle in. That's fouled back, 0-1. Change it down and away. Outside, 1-1. Slider down and in. Chop to second. This could be 2. Diaz backhands, flips the second 1. Hurls the first. Double play, and that'll get the job done, boys. Nice job. Deputy puts up another 0. Bottom 5. It's still a 5-run game. Hurls, Doherty, and Manning do up as we lead 7-2 here at the halfway mark of the game. Let's keep it rolling for the second half, lads. Let's do it. Here's Hurls. 2 for 2 day for Nathaniel. He has singled twice and scored once. Powers right-hander active. Fastball inside, strike called, 0-1. Change up inside, 1-1. Heater inside, strike called, 1-2. Fastball down and in, chop the second. Kaufman to her left makes the stop, 1 down. Next up is DDP. She hit a 2-run homer in her first at bat, and last time up grounded into a 4-6-3 double play, which killed a rally back in the 4th. Slider low in the dirt, ball 1. Change it down and in, pulled foul, 1-1. Fastball up, line to third, right at Keith, who snags it, 2 down. Base is empty for the man, Ed Manning. Grounded out last time up, he is 0 for 2. Change it down, pulled foul, 0-1. Fastball up, pops it to third, 1-2-3 inning for Bradwick as Keith secures it. Easiest inning lads had all day. To the 6th, it's 7-2 still. Keith, Floral, and Sandwick do up against Deputy as he looks to get a quality start for the 3rd time this season. Here's Keith, 1 for 2 day for Harrison. He singled last time up. He's also grounded out to second base once. First four-seamer up and away is high, ball 1. Slider up and away, high, 2-0. Four-seamer down and away, grounded in the hole, past the diving third baseman in the left. That is a base hit. Second hit today for Keith. He is 2 for 3 as the leadoff man's on for the Dogs here in the 6th. Now to bring up Floral, who singled last time up as well. He is 1 for 2. First pitch curveball down and away. Lined in the center field, base hit for Floral as he timed that breaking ball. First and second now with none down as Floral's back to neutral. Now to bring up Sandberg, who's 0 for 2 with RBI dud. Grounded out in front of the plate last time up. First pitch change up and in. Strike call, 0-1. Slider down and away. Outside, 1-1. Four-seamer down and in. Chop to third in the hole. Manning has no play anywhere. He has to go to first. 1 down on the slow roller. Two in scoring position now. Here's Splits, 1 for 2 with a home run here earlier in the game. He's also grounded out, I believe. A timeout. It's her second game back. Her first game back was the second part of the Jacks doubleheader, actually. It's her first home run of the season, though, so it's nice to see her back. She's finally back to form. Slider down. Low ball 1 to Splits. Change up and away is high, 2-0. Forcing it down and in. Grounded in the hold a second. Diaz dives, makes the stop, gets the first in time. RBI, though, for Splits, his second of the game. 7-3 now as the Dogs get a run back. Runner at third. 2 down for Leonaire. 1 for 2 with a single. First pitch four-seamer down and in is low from Deputy. Ball 1. Ball down and away. Grounded and hold a short. Nice diving attempt by Hurls off his glove, though, and that's going to drive in a run. RBI single for Leonaire. It is 7-4 as Deputy does lose his quality start attempt. Bradwick due up next, 0 for 2 today, and he'll be pinch hit for by Keg Gutterson as Bradwick will exit after 5 innings of work. Gutterson hitting .333 on the year with an RBI for the 7th-year vet. 54th year as a bench player for the Dogs. Bradwick exits after 5 innings, giving up 11 hits, 6 earned runs, 1 of them unearned, and he doesn't strike out a batter. So, not a good outing for Bradwick. He also walked a batter. Gutterson looking to keep the inning alive with 2 down. First pitch change it down and away. Strike called, 0-1. Curveball down and in. Pulled foul. Behind the plate, 0-2. Forcing up and in. High, 1-2. Good take. Tough out activates here for Gutterson. Slider down and away. Chased it outside, strike 3. 4th punch up for Deputy, and that ends the inning as he does get out of the jam, but he does give up 2 runs. Overdogs now back within 3. It is 7-4 as we head to the bottom of the 6th. Right-hander Kendra Kerr takes over on the mound. Deputy will do to lead off. We are going to pinch hit for him. Then it'll be Winkleson and Diaz due up. Deputy's going to be done here after 6 innings. He gives up 10 hits, no walks, strikes out 4 batters, gives up 4 earned runs, though. No quality start for Deputy, but he is in line for the victory. We're going to take a quick look at Kerr's numbers here on the year before we pinch hit. 7th-year veteran Kendra Kerr has no record on the season with a 3.86 ERA and a 1.71 WHIP. In her 10 appearances, she's given up a save. She's recorded a save, given up 5 earned runs, thrown 11 2/3 innings, 16 hits surrendered, 4 of them homers. She has walked 4 and struck out 10. Batting average against for her on the year is .314. Coming off the bench to pinch hit for us is gonna be Alright, the only person that's not available for us is Shoei because he's only at 3 bars of health. If he was at 4, I'd let him pinch hit, but that's it. Let's go with, who do I want to use? Tough. I think we'll save Soto. We'll save Norris because I don't think we're going to get to Oliver's spot in the lineup. Let's go with Macias. I'm going to give Atticus the at-bat since he's been starting recently. He should be in good form. Backup first baseman Atticus Macias will pinch hit here, hitting .379 with 4 RBIs on the season. Strike at the knees on the heater, 0-1. Fastball down and in, broken back grounder in the hole to third. Keith cuts off the shortstop, makes the play to first, 1 down. Good call by the third baseman there, and that'll bring up Winkleson. Center fielder 2 for 3 today with 2 singles. Slider away, strike called, 0-1. Slider away, strike called, 0-2 as K-Dot activates for Kerr. Fastball inside, pulled fair ball. Nice diving play by Keith up the line. A fire to first in time, 2 down. Nice play on a short hop. That'll bring up head of the class. He tripled in a run last time up. He's also walked and reached on an error. He's 1 for 2. For a ball in the dirt, ball 1. Fastball up and in, strike call, 1-1. Change fastball inside, misses, 2-1. Fastball at the knees. Diaz waits for it, cracks it left center field, hits it well. It's carrying, but it's not going to carry enough as Eaton runs it down on the warning track. 1-2-3 inning for Kerr. Coming out of the bullpen for us is going to be who? It's going to be all about that base. Pewter base as he'll take over on the mound to the 7th. We're up 3. Kaufman, Biggs, and Eaton due up against base. Here's Kaufman, 0 for 3 today for her. Still looking for her first hit as she'll face the reliever base. He is no record, a 1.80 ERA and an 0.80 whip. 1 run given up in his 3 appearances with 1 save recorded. 5 innings pitched, 4 hits surrendered with 5 strikeouts recorded as well. Batting average against is .211 on the season. First pitch 2-seamer up and in is check swinged at and high. Ball 1. 4-seamer up and away. Fouled off. 1-1. Ball down and away. Line to third. 1 hopper to Manning. It backhands it cleanly to first. 1 down. Next up is Buster Biggs. 3 for 3 today. He singled last time up. He's also tripled twice and scored a run. Currently on fire. First pitch slider down and in. Inside. Ball 1. 4-seamer down and away. Cracked by Biggs down the right field line, but he got under it. Worrymore there. Near the line, he will put it away. 2 down. Got to bring up Eaton, who's 0 for 3 with an RBI ground out. He's also struck out once and grounded into a double play. First pitch 2-seamer middle in is grounded up the third base line. Manning there on the backhand makes the play to first. 1-2-3 inning for base out of the bullpen. To the bottom of the 7th, we're still up 3 runs. Middle of the lineup up. Part of the lineup up looking to put up some more insurance. Rory Les leading off. He's 2 for 3 today. He's singled twice, driving in a run last time up. 5 RBIs in the year. I thought he only had 4. Okay. Kerr's locked in after that 1-2-3 inning last time out. Curveball down. Ball 1. Slider is inside. 2-0 the count. Fastball at the knees. Worrymore winds up and says, "Thank you very much. I'm cracking you over the right field wall." It is a nest, right where Deputy Doherty's was almost. First homer of the year for Worry Les, and that is his 6th RBI, second of the game. Second RBI of the game. It is now 8-4 as we have a 4-run lead. Hey, I agree. That's what we needed. Big Country up next. He tripled in 2 runs earlier. He's also singled. 2 for 3 today for Big Country. He's also popped out the shortstop once. Fastball up and in is high. Ball 1. Fastball inside. 2-0. Oh boy. Fastball middle in. He cranks left field down in front of the sliding Biggs. Base hit. 3rd hit for Swiner today. He is 3 for 4. Next up, Burnout. 1 for 3 with an RBI single. Lined out last time up. Or no. Flew out to left field. That's right. Thinking of the wrong batter. Fastball in the dirt. Ball 1. Fastball inside. That's a strike. 1-1. Fastball down and in. Bloop to left. Over the leaping Keith's glove. Good effort, but it just out of reach. First and second now with none down. 2 on, none down. Here's Hurls. Grounded out to second base last time up. He's also singled twice. He's 2 for 3 today. Slider down, chopped up the middle. Nice diving play by Flora behind the bag. Flips to second 1. Kaufman to first. Late. Fielder's choice for Hurls. Runners at the corners with 1 down. Here is DDP. She has hit a 2-run homer today. Grounded into a double play and flew out last time up. Fastball up. That is high. Ball 1. Fastball up. 2-0. Oh, goody, goody. That's high. 3-0. Not even near the zone. Curveball inside. Ball 4. Bases will be loaded. First walk for Kerr today. Second of the game for the Dogs. Now to bring up the man, Ed Manning, who's 0 for 3. Manning has grounded out twice and flown out. Is coming out of the bullpen to replace Kerr. It is right-hander Alan Bowen. Or sorry, left-hander. I can't read. Bowen on the year is 1-0. He's got a 2.53 ERA and an 0.94 whip for the veteran. 3 earned runs given up and 7 appearances this season. 10 2/3 innings pitched, 7 hits surrendered, 2 homers, 1 hit batsman, 3 walks, and 8 strikeouts. Batting average against is the lowest in the bullpen currently at 179 for Bowen. What can the left-hander do? Facing the left-handed hitting Manning, who's hitless today. Let's see if Manning can deliver some more insurance. Put this game out of reach, maybe. Heater outside from Bowen is not near the zone. Ball 1. Heater up and in. That's a strike called. 1-1. Fastball inside. Manning will pop it up shallow right center. There for it is Kaufman. Infield fly called. 2 down. Base is still loaded. And here's the pitcher slot base. Now, if this was less than 3 runs, I would pinch hit here. But base just came in. And kind of need him to bat here. So, base, here's your first at bat of the season. Base is loaded. Do something with it. Heater away, strike called. Chased it in the dirt. What was I swinging at? 0-2. Fastball up, chopped up the middle. And base is going to deliver. That's going to be a 2 RBI single for the pitcher. It is going to be 10-4 as he breaks it open. Help in your own cause, as it's all about that base. No trouble. Wink up next, 2 for 4 today with 2 singles. He's also been caught stealing once. Strike inside, 0-1. Heater up and in, high, 1-1. Heater up and away, high, 2-1 to Bowen. Fastball at the knees, 2-2. Fastball up, chased and popped up the middle. That is off the diving Kaufman's glove into center field. 11-4 RBI single for Wink. He's now 3 for 5. Now to keep the inning going for Diaz, who's 1 for 3 today. He's tripled in a run, walked, reached on an error, flown out to center, and he now has contact for his left-hander active against the 10th Bowen. Here we go. Curveball's just outside and low, ball 1. Curveball hangs, Diaz misses it. He cranks it to left center though. Skies it, Eaton is there, and he will put it away to end the inning. But the Buzzards busted open for 4 more runs, capped off by a 2-run single there by Base and an RBI single by Winkelson. 11-4 to the 8th. We're up 7 now. Keith, Floral, and Sandberg do up as Base threw 6 pitches last inning. Here's Harrison Keith. He's 2 for 3 today, singling his last 2 times at the plate. He's also grounded out once. First pitch slider down and away. Low, ball 1. Four-seamer down and away. Chopped behind the plate. 1-1. Two-seamer up and away. Keith takes it high. 2-1. Curveball down. In the dirt. 3-1. Composed activates for Base, showing off his new trade he acquired a few episodes ago. Fastball up and away. Driven by Keith to left field. Hit pretty well. Swiner going back to the wall. Out of room. Makes the catch. 1 down. Next up, Floral. 2 for 3 today. 2 singles last 2 times at the plate for him as well. First pitch two-seamer away. Check swing strike called. 0-1. Curveball down and in. Line to second. Diaz leaps over his glove into right center. Extra bases for Floral. Third hit today for Micah. He is 3 for 4 as that's his first double. Runner at second with 1 down. Here's Sandberg. 0 for 3 with RBI dead active. He's still locked in despite that. First pitch curveball down and in. Grounded to second. Rated Diaz. He'll make the play to first. 2 down as Floral advances to third. 2-out RBI chance here. 4 splits. He's 1 for 3 with a 2-run homer. He's also struck out once. Currently tense. First pitch four-seamer up and away. Strike called. 0-1. Curveball down and in. Inside. 1-1. Two-seamer up. Foul back. 1-2. Came in active for Base. Slider down and away. Chased it outside. Strike 3. First punch up for Base, and that ends the inning as we strand the runner at third. Bottom 8. It is 11-4 still. Hard lineup up again here for the Buzzards as we sent 9 men to the plate last inning. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. But one boy. Keith was definitely shocked. Anywhere else, that's probably gone. Warrior Les due up next. He's hit a solo home run last time up. He's also singled twice, driving in another run. Contact for his left-hander active here against the 10th Bowen. Looking to get his 4th hit of the game. Here up and away is outside. Ball 1. Up and away with it. 2-0. Fastball up and in. He skies it to right field as he missed it. Splits there for it. Makes the catch this time. 1 down. Next up, Swiner. 3 for 4 day for Buck. He has tripled and singled twice, driving in 2 runs. Still locked in. Way high with that heater. Ball 1. Fastball but in. Line to left. Base hit for Swiner. His 4th hit today. He is 4 for 5 as he gets it over the diving Keith. Burnout due up next. He's 2 for 4 today. 2 singles and an RBI so far for the catcher. Fastball down, low, ball 1. Curveball down and in, bounces. 2-0 the count from Bowen. Fastball low, swung through it, 2-1. Fastball middle of the plate, burnout cracks at left center field. That is going to be hanging up though for Eaton, who makes the catch, 2 down. A little bit more in the gap, we're talking extras. 2 down runner at first. Here is Hurls. He's 2 for 4 today. Shortstop has singled twice. Grounded into a fielder's choice last time up. He's also grounded out to second base as that fastball is high, ball 1. Fastball at the knees, 1-1. Fastball away, grounded in the hole to short, backhanded by Floral. He'll make the play to first in time, and that will end the inning. No runs this inning to the 9th. That is still 11-4. Bases going for the 3-inning save. Leonaire, Bowen, and Kaufman due up. Here's Leonaire, 2 for 3 day for the catchers. He singled in a run last time up. Facing the now locked in base, who ended the last inning with a strikeout. First pitch slider hangs, grounded to hard to first. Doherty on the backhand makes the stop, 1 down. Next up is the pitcher slot Bowen. I expect a pinch hitter for him. It is shortstop Kasia Emmon, the OG overdog. 231 average, 1 homer, 1 RBI in the year for the 7th-year vet. She is outside pitch active here as well. First pitch 2-seamer up, high, ball 1. Slider middle in, rip foul, 1-1. Nice hard swing there from Emmon. A little early on it though. 4-seamer down and in. Check swing strike called. 1-2 as K-Man activates for base. Curveball up. Hangs and cracked. Right center field. Don't want to leave that one there. That is gone off the right center wall. Home run for Emmon, her 2nd of the year. 2nd RBI as well. And that's an insurance run for the Dogs here late in garbage time. 11-5 the score. Makes the game a little more respectable. Save? What save? Exactly. Kaufman up next is 0 for 4 today. Base no longer locked in. Fastball ways fouled off. 0-1. Slider down in the way. Check swing low. 1-1. 2-seamer inside. Ripped foul. Kaufman a little early on it. 1-2. Tough out versus K-Man, who's going to win the fight. Slider away. Chased it outside. Strike 3. Answer would be K-Man. 2 down. Second punch out for base. Last chance for the Dogs is Biggs. Flew out the right field last time up. He is 3 for 4 with 2 triples and a single. 4-seamer down and away is low. 1-0. 2-seamer inside. Misses. 2-0. Slider down and in. Low. 3-0. Composed active here. 2-seamer up and away. Popped up to left center as Biggs went after it on 3-0 for some reason. Despite being down 6 runs, Swiner there makes the catch, and that will end the game. Buzzards win easily today, 11-5. The final as we roughed up Bradwick and then roughed up their bullpen in the 7th to secure the game. Almost a quality start for Deputy if he didn't run into trouble there in the 6th inning, but Pewter Base gives up 1 run in 3 innings of relief work to get the save. Don't know why that's a thing, but all right. Good day on both sides of the ball for us, mostly on the offensive side. And we also didn't make an error in the field like the Dogs did, which led to that outburst in the 3rd inning. Love to see that. Let's see, looking at our lineup, everybody got a hit today except Ed Manning and pitcher slot Deputy, as well as pinch hitter Macias. Pewter Base, though, the reliever chipped in his first career hit and 2 RBIs. Doherty had a 2-run homer, solo home run for Worrymore. He also singled in a run as well. Diaz tripled in a run, Winkelson singled in a run, Swiner tripled in 2 runs, and Oliver singled in a run as well, as almost everyone chipped in an RBI. On the other side for the Dogs, hitless today were Kaufman, Eaton, Sandbrick, Bradwick, Gutterson. Solo home run for Kasia Emmons, solo home run for Devin Splits. They also had an RBI ground out from Splits and Eaton, as well as an RBI single from Leonaire. Pitching lines, Bradwick goes 5 innings. He gives up 11 hits, 6 earned runs, a walk, and a home run. He falls to 1-2 on the year, as that'll be where he finishes his season with an ERA just over 5. He might also be a cut candidate now, as the Overdogs have officially been eliminated from playoff contention. This was their 8th loss today. Kerr, inning in the 3rd, 3 hits, 4 earned runs, a walk, 1 home run. She gave up the rest of the runs. Bowen threw an inning and 2/3 scoreless, 3 hits given up. On our side, Deputy 6 innings, 10 hits, 4 earned runs, 4 strikeouts, a home run. He improves to 2-0 on the year as he's still got one more start left to pitch. Peter Bass goes 3 innings out of the pen to get the save, 2 hits, 1 earned run, 2 strikeouts, 1 home run given up. He gets his second save of the year as he's currently the only reliever with the save this season. ERA now just over 2. Player of the game is Big Country, who had a 4-hit performance with a 2-run triple. He also scored twice. Worrymore had a 3-hit day as the runner-up with a solo homer. He also singled in a run and scored twice as well. And then DDP is the third-place finisher with the big 2-run bomb with 2 runs scored to cap it. He got a save. Yes, he did. Apparently, it's a rule in baseball. If you go 3 innings of relief, no matter what the situation, it's a save. I think it has to start with, like, you have to be, like, within 3 runs. When he did come in, technically we were only up 3 runs. And then we blew the game open in the bottom half of that inning. So technically it counts as a save. I don't know. 3 innings apparently of relief if you win is a save. I don't know. Ask the guy who created baseball. He would know better than I. Solid win here today as we edge closer to number 76 in the scorebook. Michael Convick. Solid name. Alright. Big win there. What time is it? Oh, shit. I need to go to sleep. I've got work in the morning. Oh, dear. Yep, no double recording today, unfortunately. Alrighty, let's finish this up here. Let's look around the league here, see what happens. Oh, yep, there it is. Alright, some player development options. Johnson Swanson goes to the Sirloins as they cut Knox, Oxen, Soxen. Sirloins have been eliminated from playoff contention. Hackliner to the Jacks as they're beefing up here to make a playoff push as they are still in it, replacing Gordon Fruitwell as they get rid of one of their 6 outfielders on the roster. I don't know why they have 6 outfielders, but it is what it is. Now they're down to 5, thank God. Shady is released by the Moose as they pick up Marshall Cuevas. Mop-up man Marshall's got himself a home. You love to see it. Shame he missed the first 3/4 of the year. Slash Trips also released by the Moose as they bring in Hanzo Majiko as they've given up on the playoffs. And the Overdogs start cutting their roster space as they bring in outfielder Chet McCarthy, replacing Salvador Eaton, who was the center fielder of that game. So, damn right. Alrighty, let's finish this up real quick. Go ahead and sim up to the next game. See what happens. Can the Crocodons keep pace with us? Let's see. Or will they not play at all? Wild Pigs taking on the Moose, who just cut some players. Wild Pigs win easily 5-1. I expected that. Grapplers rally to beat the Wildlets 3-2, keeping their slim playoff chances alive. Wild Pigs beat up the Moose again 7-4. And then the Moose managed to rally and beat the Herbivores 7-6. Good for them. Wild Pigs taking on the Booters, and the Wild Pigs win 8-4. Freebooters going to finish at 8-8. Going to need a miracle to make the playoffs here. Moonstars win 8-7 there over the Sawteeth. Beavles shut out the Heaters 2-0. Okay, let's look at the playoff picture in the Super Conference. Wild Pigs, they're easily a lock for the playoffs, already with 11 wins. No way that they're going to choke that away, and they're also already guaranteed to be the top seed as long as the Hot Corners don't win out. Hot Corners, all they need to do is win 1 game, and they will be in the playoffs there over the Freebooters. Moonstar, Sawteeth, and Sandcats still competing for the division title along with the Blowfish, so it's too close to call that bottom division right now, but the Wild Pigs, definitely a lock for the playoffs, and if the Hot Corners win 1 game, they're also a lock for the playoffs basically at this point. On the other side for the Mega Conference, Platypi at 9 wins are looking pretty good to make the playoffs, especially since the other 3 teams chasing them are at 6-7. Best they can do is 9-7, so as long as the Grapplers lose 1 game, Platypi will win the division because they're going to have the tiebreaker over the Heaters and the Beewolves, who have negative run differentials. Live Loads officials are way out of the playoff hunt. They're not even anywhere in the conversation. Buzzards, that's us. We're sitting at 8-4. We have a half-game lead coming into next episode, so that's good. We're taking on the Jacks, who are 6-6. Still hanging around in the playoff picture, but they're not quite in focus right now. But due to how weak the Epic Division is, they may be able to sneak in. We'll see. Overdogs, unfortunately, are already out as they have now had 8 losses. Kind of need to stay at 7 losses or less to make the playoffs in this league, as we've realized. So their season is done. So on our side, only 2 teams eliminated from the playoffs. On the other side, also 2 teams eliminated. That would be the Moose and the Sirloins. Alrighty, look, preview of next episode is the 3rd and final game against the Jacks here in the regular season. We split the doubleheader with them last episode, if you remember. Jacks will come into this matchup at 6-6, trying to keep their slim playoff hopes alive. They'll be sending their ace, Beavis Ortiz, to the hill, 2-0 with a 2.53 ERA and a 1.31 whip. And we will counter with injured starter Jude Hokie, who is locked in with a 2-1 record, 4.29 ERA and a 1.05 whip. Hokie still not fully recovered from his pulled hamstring injury he suffered in his last start, which ended up being a quality start, complete game shutout with 10 strikeouts. We'll come into this matchup at 8-4. Looking at player development options. So this one for Doherty is back. Again, not really worried about the arm because she's a first baseman, and the power is really her strong point already, but it is a cheap upgrade, so we'll keep that in mind. This one for Salgado is a solid upgrade. Could use the junk and accuracy. That's a big one for him. This one for Hokie we could get in one game if we save. Think about it. This one for pewter-based, dumb one, too high of a chance to lose K-Man. For Bonventry, I'm not paying for 1 junk. Give me something else to go with it. For Griffith, this one will be here next episode. It's for velocity and accuracy, which are already his 2 strong points, so he doesn't necessarily need this. So I say we definitely want to get this one for Salgado, which means we won't get this one for Hokie. And we'll decide between Doherty's and Griffiths next time and whatever else pops up. Alrighty, let's go ahead and get this one for Salgado because it's a nice upgrade. 2 junk to 50. 1 accuracy to 42. Love to see it. Getting a little bit better for the rookie. Alrighty, let's set the lineup here and call it an episode. Alright, leading off will be Winkelson at shortstop as he is still locked in. Worrymore will move over to center field as he'll bat second. Swiner will be in left, still locked in. Oliver behind the dish, still in there despite being a little bit tired. Batting 5th at second base will be Diaz. Batting 6th in right field will be Mahoney as he'll come off the bench to play. Batting 7th at third base will be the man Ed Manning. Batting 8th at first base will be Doherty. And batting 9th will be the locked-in pitcher Hokie. That is going to do it for this episode, guys. That was a big, massive win over the Overdogs to knock them out of playoff contention and hold on to our division lead. We now have a half-game lead going into the last quarter of the season. If we beat the Jacks next time out, we are looking good to make the playoffs as we'll have 9 wins. But it's not a sure thing just yet because the Crocs and Nemesis can still pass us. So, need to keep our momentum going and keep winning. If you made it this deep in the video, guys, thank you so much. Obviously, love all support. Thank you for sticking around and listening to me ramble on for about an hour as we, just sit here, play baseball, and have a nice little chat. If you haven't already, go ahead and hit the follow button down below here on Twitch to be notified next time I go live. And if you haven't already on YouTube, leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel. Link to Twitch in the description below. Until next time, everybody, this is the Nasty One, signing off.